My general liability covers my workers if they get injured and my equipment if it gets stolen, right?
So the answer is no. So your workers' compensation policy is going to cover injuries to employees. And I think of the assumption a lot of times, even just with general liability or other policies, is that, oh, this is going to cover my equipment, or this is going to cover, my business personal property or whatever. But it does not do that. And the best thing to do is, if you have a need for that coverage, again, communicate. You would never want to assume that, oh, I have a general liability policy that covers anything and everything. It is the most common policy that most companies get to start with. It usually is the go-to, but you may have some other needs.
It's not where you should stop.
Yeah,
right.
Guys, people do make that assumption all the time, though, right?
They
That's
do.
something that we hear a lot of.
They do, yes. It's something that, especially on the service side of things, Brian will write a policy or I'll write a policy, and then a couple months later they'll come into us and, let us know, like, oh, piece of equipment got stolen off the back of my truck. I need to file a claim. And I have to explain to them, I'm sorry, your general liability doesn't cover loss of equipment. I can definitely write you a policy, an equipment policy that's going to cover that. But unfortunately, your GL, and it's something that we weren't aware he had, equipment to cover. It's something we always do try to ask, but if you're not sure as well, and it's just not being communicated to us,
Or it could have been a new piece of equipment.
Or, he could have bought a new piece of equipment after he bought the GL, his business grew and he wanted to buy, 3 lawnmowers to cover it. It's definitely communication and letting your insurance agent know, I'm assuming this is covered, but don't just assume. Ask us, and we'll be absolutely thrilled to help you figure out where we can help you be covered better.